when I saw my wife at 18. We've been married 45, 46 years now. And when I met her at 18, this pretty girl, I mean, she caught my undivided attention. The problem was she was not responding at the rate to which I was accustomed. I mean, girlfriend was moving a little slow, so I had to help her sister out. So I'm from Baltimore, and there was an amusement park in Baltimore called the Gwynn Oaks Amusement Park, and they had a ride called the Wild Mouse. And this was a roller coaster for two. We did all the roller coaster dips, but it would shoot like it was going to jump off the track and turn real quick. I said, give me 2 tickets. I got 2 tickets to the Wild Mouse. The wilder the ride got, the closer she got. By the time the ride was over, you thought only one person got on it. Why did I buy those 2 tickets? Simple. I had a plan for her, and it was a good plan. It involved a future and a hope. But what I had to do was create a situation first. I had to create some inconvenience, to create dependence, to draw her near so I would have her undivided focus and attention. What you must understand and what we are facing in the chaos of our political arena is it's not about politics. It involves politics, but it's not about politics. 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verses 3 through 6. In those days, there was no true God, no teaching priest, and no law. It says there was no peace to him who went in or to him who came out. It says that city rose up against city and nation rose up against nation. And then verse 6 says, for God troubled them with every kind of distress. So you've got personal chaos, family chaos, you've got cultural chaos, urban chaos, and international chaos. You got all this chaos in society, and it says God troubled with them with every kind of distress. Ladies and gentlemen, if God is your problem, only God is your solution. If God is your problem, it does not matter who you elect. If God is your problem, looking for Air Force One to land the solution is a waste of time. What America is right now experiencing is what I call the passive wrath of God. In the Old Testament, there was the active wrath of God, fire and brimstone falling from heaven, the ground opening up, a flood. But today, because the death of Christ changed how God could relate to the world, we're experiencing the passive wrath of God defined in Romans chapter 1, verses 18 to the end of the chapter. He says in verse 24, 26, and 28, and God turned them over, and God turned them over, and God turned them over, which simply means God abandoned them to experience life without him. So as we have removed God from the culture, nature hating a vacuum like it does, it is being now filled with all manner of evil. The removal of God automatically means the devolution of society. And as long as God is on the periphery, you cannot solve it by politics when he is the one creating the problem. For God troubled them with every kind of distress. But that's why I love 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 4, because it says, in their distress, when it got so bad they couldn't take it anymore, when it got so deep they couldn't handle it anymore, in their distress they cried out to the Lord, and it says he let them find him. What God is trying to do in our culture, in our personal lives, in our families, in our churches, and most certainly in our society, is to break us of our independence to the point where we become desperate enough for him that we give full attention to him so that we can get a response from him.